Welcome back, Celeb Tea Spill fans. Buckle up because today's story might just shake the entire hive. What you're about to hear isn't your average gossip. This is the kind of twist that makes the whole industry tense up. We're diving into a feud nobody predicted, a situation that started with admiration and spiraled straight into full-on tension. You know what they say, when love flips into hate, the flames burn hotter than ever. And that might be exactly what's unfolding with Jason Lee. This is the same man who used to hype Beyonce like she could do no wrong. But now, people online swear he's sitting on receipts, big ones that could seriously dent her image. And the switch-up, absolutely wild. Think back to about a year ago, when Jason was on Hollywood Unlocked and hinted at a massive Beyonce scandal, only to censor the entire thing. His co-hosts looked stunned, like he'd dropped something way too explosive for TV. That moment alone had viewers convinced he wasn't bluffing. Whatever he knew, it wasn't small. At the time, most people assumed he was hinting at divorce rumors.
Angry, I'm a little disappointed because as much as I've loved this woman for years, I told you I don't like her as much as I used to. I still love her, but I'm not as super fan like I used to be. You know how much I was this woman, this is everything. And this together is everything. But it
expected. Some corners of the internet claim Jason wasn't hinting at a divorce at all, but something tied to Beyonce's famously tight grip on her family's privacy, especially surrounding her son, and the intense pressure placed on Blue Ivy. And honestly, that rumor alone has been enough to send shockwaves tearing through fan communities. Suddenly, people started replaying Beyonce's appearance at the 2023 Rock Nation brunch. The moment she arrived, the energy felt strange. She kept her distance from Jason like it was crucial for her survival, while he scrambled for even a split second of her attention. Fans caught the vibe instantly, and that's when the theories really exploded. People online started saying Beyonce was dodging him because he knew too much, or had access to information she'd do anything to keep buried. One comment summed it up perfectly. He knows, and she knows he knows. And the way that uncomfortable interaction was captured on camera definitely didn't help quiet the rumors. Another fan chimed in, he's got something on her. But not everyone was buying it. Some were quick to shut all that down, arguing the situation was way simpler. Beyonce just didn't want to deal with Jason's constant drama. One person put it brutally plain. Beyonce knows he's messy and very problematic, and she wants nothing to do with you. Jason, get over it. That comment hit the timeline like a slap. But here's where things get even more interesting.
Over $40,000 in tickets and shared the experience with friends. And I've done a lot, and I'm not even gonna say it here because if I did, this internet, Beyonce's good internet, would go crazy. I'm gonna tell them while Johnny puts a beep over this part of the show, so you'll never know what it is, but I want you to see their reactions, and I'm going to do it right now.
Word on the street is that Jason's getting ready to shake things up again. And this time, the shot might be aimed straight at Beyonce's carefully crafted family image. Rumors are buzzing that he's preparing to speak out about the public's treatment of Blue Ivy and the twins, and how that constant spotlight may be creating tension behind the scenes. If that's true, he's not just stirring the pot, he's picking it up and dumping it out in front of everyone.
Ooh, and that's where I go back to we're friends in the game. We support each other. We help each other out. Can you imagine had I put that on Hollywood Unlocked? Oh, there was one more thing. Beep this, Johnny.
Woo!
So that in itself, I think Beyonce...
Recently, a new online insider item started making the rounds, claiming Beyonce and Tina Knowles have been growing increasingly frustrated with the non-stop comparisons people make between Blue and Jay-Z, not because of anything Blue has done, just because the internet can be cruel for absolutely no reason. According to the rumor, they're exhausted by strangers picking apart a child's features like it's some kind of sport. And honestly, that part feels incredibly believable. The internet never gives celebrity kids a chance to just exist. They're judged, analyzed, and critiqued before they've even hit middle school. It's unfair, but it's exactly the kind of pressure that fuels these behind-the-scenes whispers.
I don't even really know how to explain how I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say, because I still love her. I'm just not in love with her like I used to be. That's the nicest way I can say it, only because I'm annoyed by how fake she comes off. Her brand, not her. I don't think Beyonce is fake. Just like I don't think Kamala Harris is a bad person, but sometimes your team can make you move in a way that does not translate well. And as I become deeper into both the culture, pop culture, celebrity culture, this and that, and have looked at the whole world, I kind of have a better sense on what's real and authentic and true and what's...
According to that same rumor making the rounds, Blue Ivy has supposedly become aware of all the online chatter about her appearance, something no child should ever have to deal with. The so-called insider claimed she started experimenting with makeup earlier than most kids her age, trying to take control of how the world sees her, especially now that the spotlight has gotten even brighter after her recent performances. If true, that alone shows just how heavy fame can feel on someone so young, even without all the wild narratives people love to spin. Some gossip pages even started circulating these dramatic, long-term image strategy theories. Basically, claims about how the family might try to manage public perception as Blue steps into her teenage years. It's the same old cycle that happens with every celebrity kid. Nothing confirmed, nothing malicious, just harmless fan speculation that snowballs into something much bigger than it ever needed to be.
Like excellence, at least how they present themselves. I mean, but there are lots of things that people do say about these people behind the scenes. They do call them dark.
These weren't real issues, nothing medical or alarming, just the usual fan speculation about why some celebrity kids are seen more often than others. You've probably seen those comments online questioning why Rumi pops up more in campaigns or cameos while Sir stays mostly out of the spotlight. Rumi has modelled for Beyonce's brand, made appearances in creative visuals, even shown up at public events. Sir simply hasn't, and that's a choice many celebrity parents make for privacy. But of course, the internet hates privacy. So the rumor mill twisted something routine into something dramatic, then sinister, then fully scandalized. And Jason seems more than ready to dip straight into that chaotic energy. Rumi has been stepping into the spotlight more these days, modeling for Beyonce's brand, appearing at major events, even joining Blue Ivy on stage during the Cowboy Carter tour. Meanwhile, Sir remains almost completely out of public view, and the internet has turned that choice into a full-blown mystery. Fans began asking harmless questions, and naturally the conspiracy crowd sprinted with it like they always do. Some argued it was simply a girl thing, since most of the public appearances involve fashion, performance, or artistic projects. But then the conversation flipped to Jay-Z, with people asking, okay, if it's about boy activities, where are the moments of him and Sir doing those things together? That curiosity alone fueled dozens of threads. Take the Super Bowl, for example, a massive cultural moment that many fans consider the ultimate dad and son outing. In 2024, Jay-Z showed up with Blue and Rumi, walking the field, smiling for cameras, posing in coordinated outfits. But Sir wasn't there. And the second those photos hit the timeline, speculation exploded. Even at events where the whole family was reportedly present, like Beyonce's big holiday performance last Christmas, fans noticed the same pattern. Rumi was seen leaving with Jay-Z and grandmother Tina, dressed in the same white theme Beyonce and Blue wore on stage. And yet again, Sir wasn't photographed. And just like that, the internet turned a simple case of parental privacy into a mystery it couldn't let go of.
Z name is getting louder and louder, and people are trying to connect the dots between him and Diddy, because let's not forget, they had a pretty close relationship.
Naturally, the internet spun the missing photo into a full storyline, forgetting that countless celebrity parents choose to keep certain children completely private. So when someone like Azealia Banks hops online and accuses Beyonce of hiding her child, the whole thing instantly mutates into something dramatic. Azealia once posted, "And stop hiding your son from the world, sis. People will find out sooner or later, and you're gonna look like a piece of ish for being ashamed of your own child." Her words blew up because that's what she does. She pokes the bear for attention, and the internet eats it every single time. And she hasn't been the only one taking reckless shots. Kanai has also thrown jabs at the family, including a moment where he crossed a serious line in an ex-post about the twins, a post he deleted almost immediately, reportedly to avoid getting his account banned. That stunt triggered another tidal wave of chaos online, revealing more about his instability than anything about the Carters. What people constantly forget is that Beyonce has already spoken about how complicated her delivery with the twins was. She revealed that one of their hearts stopped multiple times during labor, forcing doctors to perform an emergency C-section. That kind of trauma will make any family fiercely protective Privacy isn't suspicious, it's human. But the rumor world doesn't respect nuance, it only cares about noise. And Jason Lee seems ready to jump right back into that noise, stirring up conversations about the Carters, family choices like it's some personal crusade. Beyonce never specified which twin faced the complications at birth, but the internet, as usual, filled in the blanks with its own version of the story. Suddenly, online experts popped up diagnosing her based on split-second glimpses and pure fan imagination, turning random kid behavior into full-blown theories. It got so ridiculous that people started claiming he struggled with social cues, had sensory issues, or was unusually hyper, all from moments taken wildly out of context. Some even tried to spread similar assumptions about Rumi, just toned down. Again, no facts, just speculation dressed up as insider knowledge. Then gossip pages jumped in claiming that Rumi had a special helper at public events to keep her relaxed in big crowds, something tons of celebrity kids have for safety and comfort. But like always, the rumor mill twisted it into something dramatic and shady. And that's exactly why people are furious now. They believe Jason is about to exploit these sensitive, messy, internet-made storylines, not real secrets, in an attempt to rattle Beyonce. That's where the outrage comes from, because it looks like he's weaponizing children just to stir drama. One commenter summed it up perfectly. He just showed his hand and proved Beyonce right for not wanting to be around him.
Nobody knows, but I'll say it, man. Yeah, Beyonce's on drugs. She's been on them for a long time, and you keep...
How is he gonna threaten and blackmail her over something he claims she doesn't even know about? That comment hit hard because it showed just how low this whole situation was sinking. Another person jumped in with even harsher words. The fact that he's blackmailing her on social media is a prime example of what real love is not. Beyonce is smart. He's jealous of her and will do anything to be in her circle. His character is horrible. The internet didn't hold back for a second. But of course, not everyone wants the drama to end. Some people love watching chaos unfold. A few are practically rooting for Jason to drop whatever tea he claims to have. One person even wrote, "If he releases those receipts, best believe I'll be watching, and so will everyone else." And honestly, that's exactly the kind of attention Jason eats up. But here's where things get twisted. What if the picture-perfect world we've admired for decades wasn't real? What if the shine, the polish, the billion-dollar aura was actually smoke and mirrors hiding something far darker? That's the exact narrative Jason Lee has been pushing. And he isn't whispering it, he's blasting it like a siren straight into the Beyhive. Jason is claiming that behind the glam, behind the immaculate performances, behind the pristine empire, there's another story. A story built on control, manipulation, and secrets buried so deep that exposing them could rewrite everything we thought we understood about Beyonce herself. And the way Jason talks about it, he's not describing gossip, he's describing revelations, the kind that could shake her legacy to the core. So before we dig deeper into this chaos, make sure you hit that like button, smash subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because what comes next is pure heat you don't want to miss. Now, let's rewind this entire mess to where the storm actually began. The real shift didn't start with messy tweets or vague rumors. It started the moment Jason Lee, the loud, unapologetic force behind Hollywood Unlocked, was completely iced out of Beyonce's exclusive Renaissance movie premiere. This man spent over $40,000, tickets, merch, flights, everything, just to show love. And still got cut from the official guest list. Here's the messy part. Smaller influencers, creators with a fraction of his reach, strolled down that red carpet like royalty while Jason stood outside watching it unfold. To him, that wasn't just a snub. It was a statement. Loud, intentional, ice cold. Jason snapped. He hopped on live, furious, accusing Beyonce of overlooking black media, questioning whether her support for the community was genuine or just polished branding. At first, people rolled their eyes, thinking it was another celebrity meltdown. Until Jason started hinting that he had receipts, real ones, receipts big enough to split the Beyonce narrative in half.
think people like her publicist, who I love, and I'm just being critical. That's just what I do. You know that, Yvette. We're trying to book Kelly Rowland right now. Now, if I don't get Kelly Rowland because I say this about, then it's gonna be a problem. Then I'm putting out receipts. The receipts I just told you about, then I'll put those out.
The fires that will come of that.
I ain't worried. I ain't going nowhere. I'm telling you right now. I'm not